presents Definitely Not a Jew on the Adam Carolla Show. Dateline, Clearwater, Florida. A 45-year-old man was charged with felony battery after assaulting a woman when he was denied a free refill at her child's lemonade stand. Definitely not a Jew.
Chris Hansen hanging out. Predators I've Caught with Chris Hansen's the name of the podcast. You can find it wherever you find finer podcast. And Mayhem's in here. He's got the news. What do you got,
Man, starting out with something wacky. A fan arrested for throwing a sex toy during a Valkyrie's Dream game.
Oh, yeah, they're chucking dildos down there.
Yeah, it also happened in Chicago, but check this one out.
Was it another green one?
I mean, it was Green Machine. It was quite a monster.
I like it's kind of funny.
Landed in the baseline.
It's dildo etiquette is weird because if a guy threw a popcorn thing out there, you would just reach down and grab the popcorn container and throw it off the thing.
Or an octopus like at the Red Wings game.
Yeah, or a hat for the hat trick or whatever it was. Or if it was bobblehead night, someone threw Shoei's bobblehead out there, you just grab it and you throw it. But the dildo,
you don't know where that's been. It could have surfaced in one of my investigations on True Blue.
You want to assume the worst.
Yeah. I mean, if it's still in the shrink wrap, that's one thing. But if that thing's loose, you can't return it at this point. Then you call. So now it's a weird thing because what is protocol? One lady kicks it, the referee. The towel boy, I'd say it falls under the jurisdiction of the guy who wipes the court down because he's got the towel.
Hopefully he's got rubber gloves.
I don't know. Did you kick it into the press pool?
She kicked it.
He hopped up under it. And a towel. Gatorade towel saves the day.
That's a hate crime there. You can't take a black man and kick a dildo at him.
It should be.
But the reflexes on that man.
Should be a hate crime for anybody.
Right.
And it kind of matches the whole. He looks like he was the offender.
Yeah. Now, does that thing go into the evidence locker, or are we throwing it away? Because someone's got to dust that thing.
No, it goes. It goes.
You got to dust that guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pull prints.
It's got DNA. There could be multiple DNA samples on it, though.
I love the idea.
Could be a difficult match.
That this is now a trend is being ushered into our society.
Yeah, in Chicago, it happened after that. It's becoming a meme at this stage.
This is the WNBA's Let's Go Brandon. Like, this is their thing. I'd love to just find any guy from the Titanic, the ghost.
Right.
The ghost of a guy, and you went, I'm dead. And he'd be wearing like a bowler and a three-piece suit. And
one of the violinists, right?
Yeah. And you'd go, what happened to you? And he'd go, well, I died on the Titanic. And you'd go, but why didn't you get on a lifeboat? Well, because it's women and children first. Right. And they were all full. And I just stood here in my spats and went down to Davy Jones' locker. And you go, okay, so that's the society that's the last piece of society you remember is you giving up your seat to an elderly woman on a lifeboat. Yes, well, you stood on this doomed ship to go down to the... Yeah, okay, let me fast forward and tell you where we're at now. We got women playing basketball, and people are pelting them with dildos.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at.
That's society today.
That's how far we've come. So your great-grandchildren can enjoy an America where nobody will give up a seat for anyone, and people throw dildos at women who are playing professional sports.
Is that a thing? Does that go on at these games?
It's.
I mean, I watch the games, here and there.
It's happened.
I've never seen
more.
that.
It's happened more than once.
Yeah.
It's now happened multiple times.
Well, I'll tell you why. Okay,
there ought to be a law
with the proliferation of dildos out there. You can get one at CVS. All right, that coupled with the fact that a WNBA ticket is like $42 for a seats on the floor equals dildos getting chucked.
So it's just an equation. It's just a piece of math.
Listen, there's an algorithm. You can't argue with the algorithm.
So I'd have to explain that to the expired guy who was on the Titanic.
Yeah, exactly.
That let me just break it down mathematically here. Yeah.
Makes sense.
I have my buddy. He's a cage fighter. He fights cages. Oh, yeah. You missed that part of humanity, too. Yeah, this is totally, yeah. Oh, we've come undone. Yeah. We've come a long way from you giving up your
boxing.
seat.
No, it's different than
no.
boxing.
Marcus of
Wrestling?
Queensberry?
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about arm bars now. Come on now.
In a cage? Yeah, in a cage.
Like
why
with
are they
animals?
in a cage? Yeah, why in a cage?
We like it that way.
You're the strangest man I've ever haunted.
Yeah, I would like to explain lots to them.
Oh yeah, can you imagine?
Oh, the Kardashians.
That's a whole act right there. You could do an entire comedy.
He'd be writing his whole act at this table, bud.
That could be the next 10 years. That could wrap it up for you.
Find a 1780s guy. Man, I already did this 20-something years ago.
Right.
I did something called 1780s guy. And it's Adam explains society.
Right.
To this guy. Yeah. Oprah's funny. Custom rims are funny. It's all the internet is funny. We'll figure it. But yeah, I like
Titanic guy though. He's a little more updated.
Titanic guy.
He understands technology is coming, so he has more of a stake in the future.
Yeah,
they said it was unsinkable.
Adam explains modern society to Titanic guy. Yeah.
See, that's perfect. I would want to see that.
Well, explain this to him. Australia rolls out a machete ban and disposal bins, essentially amnesty bins for your machetes.
This is. I tell everyone as a society, there are moments where it's sort of gut check time.
There's one right there.
Just slide it right in.
If you are, like what I'm saying is if you go into your daughter's bedroom and you're smashing her piggy bank to get some money so you can buy crack, at some point when you see yourself in the mirror, you have to look at you holding her piggy bank and you have to go, it's gut check. What have we become? What have I become? You know what I mean? And I said cities and states. I've always said when LA started putting razor wire around the freeway signs, somebody should have stopped and said, "What
are we doing?
What are we doing? What have we become? What is this, escape from New York? Like, what are we doing? We're having machete drop-off zones. What the fuck has gone wrong with our society?" Well, Titanic guy, people are throwing dildos at women playing basketball, and there's evidently a problem with machetes.
What are the gun laws in Australia? Do they use more knives? Like in the UK,
they have
stabbing laws.
You can't get a gun,
different.
so you got to use a machete.
Use a machete, right?
Let's say, is there any? Here's the thing about a machete, though. Like, I get the part
hard to hide.
Where the junior college, you got to go drop off the old paint cans or something, but. A machete has legitimate use.
Yeah. I've got one in the garage at the house in Michigan.
That's what they say.
Smack your bitches with it.
Owning, carrying, using, buying, or selling machete without a valid exemption or approval will be a criminal offense.
But they sell them at the Ace Hardware store. You can get them at the Ace Hardware store for, weeds.
Yeah, like how am I going to harvest my cane? I mean... I would never give if I had a roommate. It was like I'm going to give away my machete. I'd be like, I'll take the machete, and I won't hack up any homeless people with it. I'll use it to clear brush.
My Uncle Tom had one from the Philippines in World War II, and we used
Uncle Tom.
Yeah, he had one.
Oh, he brought
it back from World War II, and we'd be there.
Island campaign guy.
Yeah, island campaign.
Yeah, Japanese. Yeah,
and my cousins would say, "Hey, can we show Chris? You have to be careful." And this thing would come out of the closet.
Oh, it was a big deal, right?
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, I'd never seen one before. I was about 9 years old.
It was a Japanese piece?
Yeah.
It was whatever he sneaked back from his duty overseas in the South Pacific.
Stuff was a big deal. If somebody had like a World War II German helmet or something, like that was a whole weekend when I was a kid.
It was.
Like, whoa, look at that. Let's look at, don't touch it.
Yeah, careful.
Careful. We have 1780s guy.
All right.
I want to see a couple of these. I'm explaining the internet to him. But the joke is, I never explained it to him.
Adam explains to 1780s guy. The internet.
So an endless array of nubile beauties appear in this magic box? And you have one of these in your home?
Yeah.
Make haste!
That was Adam explains the internet to 1780s guy.
That's great.
Oh, yeah. Special Olympics is probably the best, but Oprah's pretty good. Oprah's pretty good, too. Well, we'll see if we can find a few of those. But, yeah. But maybe we'll replace him with Titanic guy.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's the next thing.
Titanic guy?
Titanic guy.
Yeah, we'll have him. He'll dress like Mr. French from Family Affair.
Family Affair.
Yes, like a proper like British butler type thing with a
Beard.
pocket watch and whatnot. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, next up, Sydney Sweeney's voter registration revealed amid American Eagle's good jeans ad backlash. And her jeans seem to be red. Yeah, she was, registered with the Republican Party since 2024.
It's funny. I think it's a California thing, but maybe it's a Hollywood thing, but they go, we found out that person's a Republican. I knew it. I know it's like half the country.
Right.
We have a Republican president because more than half the country voted for the Republican guy. So don't be so surprised.
Yeah.
It's not like you're being outed. You know what I mean? It'd be like if I went to, forget about all the predators and the pedophiles. Lance Bass, gay, go, run with it. It's like, yeah, he's gay. Yeah,
so
it's
what?
okay.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, she had faced criticism after her family threw a 60th birthday party for her mom where revelers wore red caps and had a MAGA slogan said, make 60 great again, and Blue Lives Matter shirts. So she was pretty out about it in 2022.
Yeah, but see, Hollywood is weird because they've lost their grip. It used to be they could just go, okay, now she doesn't get to work anymore because we'll just control that. Now it's like, fuck that, she's working.
Well, this whole jeans thing was one of the most contrived
the obvious rage bait.
controversies.
Yeah, I like it.
What? It's a commercial for jeans.
Yeah, I know.
And somebody at Good Morning America, a producer, had to find somebody to criticize that as if it was, a throwback to eugenics.
Yeah. They just cooked up the narrative. That way the story can run.
It's like, how could this be on network television?
We have, speaking of racism, we have me and Oprah.
Great.
By the way, I'm a 1780s guy.
And now, Adam explains to 1780s guy, Oprah.
The strongest female Negro, and no one has bred her?
Well,
That was Adam explains
That was
Oprah.
blatantly racist, Adam.
1780s guy.
But it's not because I'm explaining to him from 1780s what he doesn't understand that there could be an Oprah. That's all. That's on him.
It is on
me.
him. Yeah. That poor actor.
Just because I wrote all of them doesn't mean I'm the racist in this group. Yeah, that guy died, by the way.
Ah, bless his heart. He brought a good point.
He was a sweet guy, yeah, and he was fun. Mm-hmm. It's also weird when you make TV shows. You go, we got audition 1780 guys.
Yeah.
Who you get for that?
Yeah, who looked like Ben Franklin?
Yeah. Who would you call after?
You literally, you come in and you go, speak in an old English voice, and stand there. Here, put this jacket on.
Do you wear the knickers and everything? Or?
Watch it now. I'm the only yeah, we put the whole thing. It's a weird business. You have to cast, you have to cast your mom, you have to cast your kids, it's like a weird, it's a Hollywood, it's a weird business,
Yeah.
All right, what other story do we have?
Oh, well, apparently Kamala Harris was on Stephen Colbert and showed exactly what the hell's wrong with her. I hope we have a clip of it.
First of all, when she started, there's a clip of her laughing when she was talking about her Dougie, and we can show this clip, but there's a clip of her laughing talking about Doug and her birthday party, and I looked at this and I was like, she laughed more in a 1 minute and 10 second burst than my mom laughed collectively in 89 years. Like, I've never saw Chris Carolla. I've seen my mom laugh 2 times for 10 seconds. I've never. The laughing is, what is the laughing? Like, what does that mean? Like, what is it suggesting? Like, all right, we'll watch this and then we'll find the laugh one. Sorry.
Yesterday, you made an announcement that you're not running for the governor of California.
Correct. Yeah.
You said you're going to sit this one out. Why are you sitting this one out? Are you saving yourself for a different office that might be?
No.
Obviously, people will project onto
No,
their
I
hopes
understand.
and dreams.
And honestly, that it's more perhaps basic than that. Listen, I am a devout public servant. I have spent my entire career in service of the people. But to be very candid with you, I had to defend my decision to become a prosecutor with my family. Why is it then when we think we want to improve a system or change it, that we're always on the outside on bended knee or trying to break down the door? Shouldn't we also be inside the system? And that has been my career. Recently, I made the decision that for now, I don't want to go back in the system. I think it's broken.
So, first off, there's a thing I love. I love the narcissism. Like, hey, can you come to California so you can fix California? It's like, bitch, you can't fix shit. You tried to fix the border. You didn't even do anything. Like, what? You want to come to California and then we can pay for prisoners to get transgender surgery? Is that part of what's going to fix folks who are fleeing or homelessness or wildfires or businesses that are moving to Texas and Florida? Like, first off, we wouldn't need it. Saying to Kamala Harris, like, come in and fix this, it'd be like if we had a struggling NFL franchise and we're like, we need to turn this franchise around. Coach, you're 2-181. Could you come out of retirement and fix this franchise?
Get it done.
We need a draft Napoleon Dynamite.
I'd like to get it done, but I may want to take a break. It's like, are you fucking nuts? I don't know what she does, and I have no idea that she could be effective doing anything. And obviously, she'd probably just do more of what Gavin Newsom is doing, which wouldn't be good. But if someone was, Rick Caruso, like someone had a pedigree of business and was successful and did shit, then yeah, I'd be all for that.
Worst of all, nobody's bred her.
We have, that's right. We have a clip of her laughing. Now, tell me what is wrong and what this is, or is this overcompensation, or is there something? Okay, so here's the thing. There's something deeply wrong with her, and everyone says, and it's same with Gavin Newsom, although he does a little better job of it, but someone goes, why don't you just go on one of these long-form podcasts and really just sit down with Joe Rogan and just get into it? And because she can't. Right. Because she doesn't know who she is. Because she's an empty vessel. Because she's only thinking of what people want her to say. She's not authentic. She's not realistic. She's not anything. So no, she can't do that. And it's weird. It's like when somebody, it's like you caught the predator. And I would say I'm his work buddy, and I would go, Phil, just go talk to the judge and tell him who you really are. And it's like, I'm a pedophile. I can't go do that. I have to lawyer up. I did this thing, but just go explain what happened. It's like, you can't. She can't. She's not capable of doing it. She can go to super friendly confines and do short snippets of interviews with softball questions. She can't sit long form. She's intellectually not capable of it. Gavin Newsom is intellectually capable of it, but only if he lies all the way through the entire fucking interview, but he's capable of doing it. Okay, let's just listen to her laugh. But here's the thing. She's put in charge of the border. She does a softball sit-down friendly interview, and the person says, what's going on with the border? Now, look, team, expect even the softest ball interviews to bring up the border because that's their job. And even though they root you on and they're in your corner and they're advocates for your side, they still have to have the veneer of some sort of journalistic integrity. So they're going to go, what's going on with the border? Have you been to the border? And then you say, yes, I've been to the border, or I'm planning on going this weekend. And they go, fine. We hear Joe's celebrating a birthday coming up, and they'll move right on. But you then get off-put, confused, amble and babble and shoot out, we've been to the border.
The fact that you don't even have a set line to say. You should have your elevator speech to be able to get through it.
They're going to ask.
And just stick to it.
So you're sitting in the back, and you're going to sit down with NBC, and they go, listen, someone's going to ask you, been to the border. Now, you haven't been to the border. So your answer is, no, I closely monitor the border. Yeah, I am planning on physically going there. But the reality is I have all the information I need in front of me. I don't physically need to stand
there and report back to
2 blocks of stretch in the desert. Yeah. I can take all the data, and that's what I do. I consume data. But you're like, Huh?
Well, Ace, bust out your crystal brain. What does this lady do with her career now? She has a skill set, right? She has name recognition. Where does she go from here?
She goes where Antonio Villarretardo, our old mayor, does. He works for Herbalife now. Oh, well, by the way, these people have no tangible skill set. So it's not like, well, she's going to go to Silicon Valley and invent a new AI bot or something.
She talking bubbles. She can talk bubbles. And
they go sit on board someplace. She's a lawyer. She's been,
Stanford will give her some title.
She was a DA.
Yeah, she'll get a title somewhere or something. All right, well, let's listen to the laugh, though. This is crazy.
I mean, there's a lot of personal stuff in the book. I mean, poor Dougie.
You're blowing the lid off of Doug? What's going on?
For example, my birthday's in October. The election's in November. You see where I'm going.
Really?
And Dougie kind of dropped the ball on my big birthday.
He didn't get you anything?
Oh, you have to read the book.
Wow, that is a tantalizing tidbit.
Right, tell me the page.
That is salacious shit right there, man. I wasn't going to read the book, but now that I found out her middle-aged husband didn't get her an edible arrangeable for her 60th.
Why does she call him Dougie? It's like Dougie
diminutive.
Fresh. Yeah, if my wife called me Chrissy, I would say, look, here's the thing. The brand is Chris Hansen, right? And you can call me whatever you want when it's the two of us.
My old lady called me Mayhem.
Yeah. Well, that's
I like
fitting.
That. Yeah. Well, it's every single syllable, including the fake laughter and the Dougie and this kind of stuff, is there to service a sort of narrative of being a regular person. You laugh real hard. You call your husband Dougie, and you lie about working at McDonald's as a youth. Why are you doing any of this stuff? Well, the answer is I would like people to think of me in a certain way. I'm an elitist bitch, but I do not want people to think that. So I'm going to talk about myself in this fashion. And that's what you're seeing. That's where that's where all the stuff comes in.
Yeah, but Dougie. I can't get past that.
I agree. And also, her birthday being a month before the election, there's nothing inherently funny about that.
Well, if that's the most teasable moment.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, if she wanted to be good, she'd go like, you see what's going on at the WNBA games? Yeah, well, I got one of those. And I gave Dougie a little pagan present for his 61st. And now I'm what? Now I'm reading. Now I want to know what's going on with Dougie. You peg Dougie?
Inquiring minds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I had one of those outfitted with a strap. No, but him missing a part. By the way, there is not a married woman in the United States. I would say I'd venture to say in all the world. There's not a married woman who's been married to a guy for over 15 years who does not have a story about him dropping the ball on a birthday, or an anniversary, right, or any kind of event. All right, so that is not the thing that makes classic books. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. All right, you got one more in there?
No, we burned through them, yeah.
Oh, Dougie. But here's the more interesting part of this to me, Chris. I am curious why more people don't see past this and aren't put off about it.
Well, especially when there's such important policy issues. I did a story as part of the whole fentanyl investigation. We did it on Fox, on Jesse Waters' show, about how she was part of a group that essentially defunded and disbanded the California Bureau of Narcotics. Right. Which ultimately led to the issues we're dealing with today, fentanyl and everything else. Mm-hmm. Those are policy questions.
Right.
I mean, they're important, and she should be held accountable for that as she goes on to potentially run for president again.
Right.
But we get so caught up in the personality stuff and the Dougie stuff, which is, it's embarrassing, I think, to act that way.
I think it's a cherry on top.
But we need to ask these questions.
Yeah.
And Jesse looked at me when I was on set with him. He said, well, how come the mainstream media is not doing this? I said, because it takes time and you have to report it. You have to know somebody who say, hey, this is a story that needs to be talked about.
And also, it's sort of, there's a bigger problem which is, I think, I talked to Dr. Drew about this a lot. It's a kind of a death of expertise. Like, I don't need her to laugh. I don't need to be friendly. I don't need to know she loves cats or she likes to pretend to drink a beer.
What are you going to do about the fentanyl
It's all
crisis?
policy. It's fentanyl.
What are you going to do about the border?
What is going on
Here's the deal.
policy-wise?
Right.
Good, dude. The more you talk about good vibes and treating with dignity and seat at the table, the less I think you're thinking less about fentanyl and more about good vibes.
Right, and you let people who have to show off this contrived personality or regular work day guy image are fake. John F. Kennedy, when he was running for president and when he would tour, would do whatever he had to do on the stage. And then afterwards, he would invite the press in, take his pants off to get pressed and eat a cheese sandwich and drink a beer. Now, he wasn't telling the world about this. The reporters weren't reporting it. But it was, here's this guy who came from arguably one of the most elite families in the history of the United States who would kick back, have a beer, eat a cheese sandwich, and just chit-chat with the cameramen and the reporters. And that
made him more personable.
Made him a human being. Where you don't have to, if you have to try that hard.
Yeah.
Then it comes off as fake.
Well, I think it's like the Hollywood machine sort of deal, right? They put her through school to be able to act like a normal human.
They don't,
sort of,
but you have to. The problem is she doesn't know who she is because she doesn't care who she is. Because I mean, let's just break down. So this guy's Mondami guy and thing. Think of here's the concept. This just from a big 50,000 feet view of your thing. You tweet, do interviews, do podcasts, and talk about defund the police, or you talk about
socialism,
ending fracking.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, I'll mix Kamala in with Mondami, right? So you're socialism or defund the police or no more natural gas, no more fracking, and then we get then we talk about prisoners and we should pay to have them transition. And sexual identity and stuff like that. And then at some point it gets serious and now you're running for mayor of New York or president of the United States. And then someone comes to you and they go, what about all the defund the police talk? And they go, oh, no.
I wasn't serious about that.
I mean, I was 56 and a half when I said that, but that's a young person talking. Those are foolish dreams. You know what I mean? It's like, well, wait a minute. Why are you running away from your own shit? Like, if this is what you believe, then
so
here's a mic.
Then run on that and let people make a decision.
Right.
That Mondami thing.
You don't even know who you are.
They were able to exploit that whole tier of voting system. And I think that was as much of a referendum against Cuomo as it was for.
Yes.
Zoran.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. You've said into a microphone 1,000 times, defund the police. Now you get a chance to defund the police. Right. Shouldn't you be happy? Yes, I'm going to be mayor. I'm going to defund the police. Why are you walking away? And why is Kamala Harris walking? Why are you walking away from all the shit? Hey, Adam, how do you feel about left turn arrows? Don't like them. Want to outlaw them. Ask me now. Ask me then. Yeah, ask me 1,000 years. If I'm running for mayor, ask me about first order business. Left turn arrows should never turn right. Get rid of them. Okay, not like, well, I've had a chance to talk to people and understand.
Well, but if she actively admits, like, okay, I made a mistake in that idea policy, wouldn't we bash her for flopping?
What she said is she's not against that anymore, like fracking or whatever, but her principles haven't changed. So she's still the person that wants us not to have natural gas. She's just not going to do anything about it.
I think
it's worse now.
You're allowed to evolve in your position if you explain it intellectually with some integrity. But we're missing that in so much of politics.
Yes. Well, because she's an empty vessel. All right. Anyway, big fan. All right. Me, this Thursday, Portland at Helium. A couple of shows there, but still some tickets left for that. You can go to AdamCarolla.com for all the live shows. Chris Hansen, Predators. I've caught with Chris Hansen.
True Blue.
True Blue.
Every Thursday, a new episode.
And Donna D'Erico called Donna D. And until next time, it's Adam for Donna and Chris and Mayhem saying mahalo.
Pick up your phone and leave us a voicemail at 888-634-1744.
Second show added to Portland Helium Club. Second show added, so you can get tickets, and you know where. It's AdamCarolla.com.